Recently, OpenAI released a new tool that helps you to build, deploy and optimize your agents. It's called AgentKit. In this video, we will review this AgentKit, see what templates OpenAI provides out of box for agent workflows, and learn how to build our first AI agent workflow from scratch. To do this, we need to go to platform.openai.com and create an account if you don't have it. And we need to go to dashboards, and here you have new agent builder. So this is our new agent builder that we are going to review. Here you can see 6 templates that OpenAI provides as examples. So let's see what it has. Every workflow will start with a start node. And after that, you can build whatever logic that those workflow provides. But yeah, start is where user provides its input and where we can send some kind of request like in ChatGPT. And on the left, you can see different types of nodes that we can use in our workflow. The most important one is agent itself. So you can see here 2 agents that will analyze and provide summary and display of analysis we do. So let's see what is agent itself in this workflow. So we have this name, and one of the most important part is this instruction. So it's basically system prompt that we are providing for this agent. After that, you can choose a model, reasoning effort. So for GPT-5 there is multiple options. So important part here is also tools. So tools is basically what agent can use actions while it thinking and trying to execute and provide you a response. So here our agent going to analyze using web some companies. So for that it requires some web search. So it's we can use this web search. So let's say we want to search only in particular country. Search context size we can put low just to avoid lots of information. And yeah, we can limit our agent to search on only particular websites we trust. So in this particular case, for simplicity, we will keep it as is. And output format, it's in what format our agent should provide its output. It could be just text, and there are 2 other types. Particularly this one is JSON, so it's a structured object that looks like this. So we set up our fields and description for those fields that agent should fill. So in this case, we want our company's output with company name, industry, headquarter location, and other fields. And here are descriptions of what it should be about. So the last node is summarize and display. So here is pretty similar stuff, except output format. So this output format is widget, and we can see how it looks like. So it's a widget to display company information. So this widget is one of interesting things OpenAI released that allows you to structure your data in a better way, where you can display it as a table or something like that. So we will review it a little bit further, but this one, as I mentioned, looks like this. So let's preview this agent. So there is a preview button we can click, and let's analyze Google company. And our agent starts its research. So in real time, you can see that we had start node as input, and right now you can see that it's web research agent is actively executing. And on the right, you can see all reasoning, in ChatGPT, you usually see that it used web search. And after that, results it had on this node. And when the result was ready, it went to summarize and display node. And there, using the data, it creates this visualization for the widget. So yeah, some data about company size, website, founded year, and whatever you need. In a simple way, this workflow could be extended to something leads company gathering. So if you want to have a call with particular lead, you can research its company in advance and review all the like emails you had with them and all the conversation using tools that will allow access to your Gmail, and yeah, many more. So yeah, it was an example of first data enrichment template, and let's review a little bit more complicated and useful customer service template that uses a little bit more type of nodes that we can research. So one more time, it's just a simple customer support agent that will check what type of request client has, and based on what type of this request, is it like return an item, cancel a subscription, or general get information, it will execute one of predefined agent prompts and provide a response to a user. So as you can see, it's in the same way, start with a start node. And after that, we have a new type of node we didn't see. It's called jailbreak. So this guardrails is important for security purposes. It will check if this prompt contains some kind of personal information, or if this prompt is like kind of hacker prompt that wants to steal some of your data or execute unauthorized action, let's say like steal some money or something like that. So yeah, this jailbreak is attempts to identify if this is a malicious request, so someone tried to hack your system. So there are multiple other types of these guardrails. One is personally identifiable information, or called PII. So let's say you want to gather some kind of SSN or like credit card number, and you don't want to share this information, you can filter that out. Or you need some kind of moderation that, let's say, under like you don't support some kind of sexual content, and a few other types. After that, we can see like that if we pass these guardrails, we will go to our classification agent, but if we fail, so it means like if it's some kind of malicious and hacky prompt, we will just end our flow here. So user won't have anything like as a response. So this classification agent is nothing important we didn't see. So we have such kind of system prompt, what it should classify, and yeah, how it should classify, if it's like return item, cancel subscription, and get information. And here is a new type of node called condition, where we can set what should we do in each particular way. So it allows us to check particular conditions. So let's say first one, if input output parsed classification is a return item, so it means like if our request was a return item, we will send it to return agent, and similar cases. So we just provide those three types of operations and send them to three different agents. In case if it's something else, we just end our conversation. Yeah, you can add as many as you need. Other agents, nothing special, they process just requests in different ways. And one more type of node we can see here is user approval. So this type of node is like if user approves some action or not. So in this case, if user wants to return an item, if it approves this request from our agent or reject it. Based on that, we can like either initiate our like return item flow or just propose something else for our user. In this case, we just, in both cases, just end our workflow. So let's see how it works. So I want to return my broken phone I bought. So this one should go to return item, and we want to see how this one should look like. So yeah, it provide order number and any details, issue your phone, and yeah, user approval. Does it work for me or not? Yes. And yeah, we have just something at the end. So yeah, this is how it looks like in the chat. And we have other important nodes we can review. So the node one is just those yellow ones that you can see, just for information purpose for like people. Other two are file search and MCP. So file search is basically you can add your documents with your knowledge, let's say some documents about your business or details about tasks you want to execute, and agent can use these files to extract some important data for executing some task or providing responses. Let's say if you are building this customer agent, you can add files particular about your business or like services, and it will just use those to extract like your pricing information or some kind of send latest presentation link or whatever you feel is important. And MCP is a great connector tool that allows you to connect external tools that agent can use. In particular, let's see what it is in details. So OpenAI called it as different connectors. So you can connect external tools that are predefined here or even create your own. So here are some like few tools you can use like Gmail, Google Drive, some kind of Microsoft tools, and interesting third parties, including Stripe, Cloudflare browser, and some payment providers like Square and PayPal also. Two interesting connection, in particular Zapier and Pipedream, that allows you to use all that power with integration and provide that one as like actions for your agent. So basically what Zapier can do, now you can inject that into your agent and with this connector like execute those actions. Let's say talk to your CRM and extract data, put their data, or schedule some social media posts, whatever you feel is important. Also, you can connect any MCP server that you want to use. Be careful because if you don't know the developer, if they're trustworthy, you can easily extend your agent to some kind of malicious data or kind of data leak or some kind of bad actions that they can do. Also, there are like multiple logic nodes. So if else, we already saw that is a condition node. User approval, it's like when you provide an request for approve some actions. And also we have this while loop. So this while loop is basically executes whatever inside, as you can see here. And this will be executed as many times as it's needed, as long as this expression is still true. So if we need to execute it many times, the same thing, we can use this while loop. And there are some kind of data manipulation. Like one is transform. If we need to transform one form of data into another, it could be important to some kind of APIs or transform some kind of list to an object or something like that. And we have set state just to set a global state for all this workflow. So let's say if you have some interesting output for this agent and you want to preserve that in use in many other parts of workflow, you can do that by adding this kind of set state and putting global variable. So this was a short review of all types of nodes that we can use for our agent workflow, but let's learn how to build our own agent. So let's create some simple SEO agent that can research your website, check best keywords for your website, and provide some kind of suggestion on what can be improved and what best articles it should create, and also draft those articles. For this, as you can see, we also start with a start node, and we will have some kind of research agent first, that the goal is to research your website. After that, we need to kind of keywords research agent. So this one, based on website information, should go and research best keywords, topics. Draft agent will create some kind of draft of those topics, and after that we can have writer agent that basically will write the article itself. So it will be for our internal personal usage, so we don't need basically guardrails, as we know that we are going to input the data and it will be okay. So let's focus on the first agent. So we need to describe some instructions, so let's a little bit simplify and provide something simple like act as a professional SEO or researcher, go to the website user provided for research and improvement and find all the data about that website you need, like topics, keywords, what the product or service is about, and make a comprehensive knowledge base for this website and business. So we are going to gather all this information. For this, we would like some kind of structured output just to persist it. So we need details all the details about the business you've collected, keywords, so it could be kind of array of strings, all important keywords the website is focused on, list of current keywords, something like that. Yeah, so let's simplify that. And for this purpose, we need to allow our agent to scrape website. And for this, we're going to set up a tool to allow our agent to scrape websites. And we are going to use a custom MCP server from product called Firecrawl. So this Firecrawls allows you to connect to their MCP and use them for agent web scraping. For this, you need to go to your dashboard inside. And in your profile, you can see API keys and you can copy that one. So you will need it to connect to MCP. MCP Firecrawl. So here is a short documentation for Firecrawl MCP. So you can see that this remote hosted URL includes Firecrawl API key, so we will use it to set it up. And we can put a Firecrawl label. Let's connect. So as we can see, we have like multiple options for search, map, scrape, whatever for websites. So it's tools that will be allowed to our agent, and we just hit dev. Our first agent is ready, so let's focus on our keyword research. So for this one, let's use same MCP, so it can scrape web, and we can set up our agent based on the data you've got from research for provided website. You need to identify so we want our agent to research keywords that we are going to use for programmable page on our website. So it means it will be generated for those keywords, and it can be done like at scale. An output, we also want to use our structured output keywords, list of relevant keywords to focus on. So we need to set the state to preserve these business details for future node, particular for our write agent and for topic draft agent. So as we collected our keywords and business details we needed, we can start to focus on topic draft agent. So for this one, we are going to use a more advanced model that the best of ChatGPT can provide for writing, and we're going to use like our variables, so our keywords and our business details, so and provide our prompt. So you are a professional SEO writer. Here is the business website details you are going to draft, best topics for programmable pages. So we are going to create it for business details, and we need on those keywords. Your goal is to provide top 5 topics for pages. We want to generate to rank for those keywords. Provide reasoning for those topics. So this agent is going to provide us top 5 topics, and we will use our agent to write an article finally, like write description of page we need. You are a professional SEO agent that expert in creating So we created some kind of basic prompt to use that information for this agent and to create detailed page description. And we can add one more to generate a code. So let's create a final code agent based on provided page details. Generate a code for page in pure HTML as one file. So I can paste it and see the results. So here will be our code agent, and we are going to expect our HTML as far. So basically it will be a web page that we can see how it looks like. So we updated our web Firecrawl MCP and substituted with web search from OpenAI, as there are some problem with connecting to Firecrawl, and let's see how it works right now. So here we insert our website name and our agent. As we can see, this is research agent. It started to search for the website and gather all the information. After that, our keyword research agent did a job. Now we have this topic draft agent working, and now we have this write agent started working. And after summarizing our writing agent, we have our code engine started to generate a code for this page. Okay, and here we got our code, so let's try to use it, put as a page and see how it look like. And here's our detailed page. As you can see, so we have our information, lots of focus on plumbing companies. So review, live demo. Yeah, of course there are some small issues with buttons, but overall it looks good. Yeah, so here how you can like fastly generate some kind of page. So this agent workflow was a simple example of how you can use multiple agents in a row with different purposes, with prompts that you provided and tools out of box to create something like page for your website for SEO purposes. But more direct and obvious way to use these flows is to create chatbots. And for these purposes, OpenAI provided another part of AgentKit called ChatKit. So here's a small example where they provided a chat for like airline customer support. It's just one of use cases that we saw like for customer support. And this one is more robust and complex. So here is like particular component you can inject simply in your website with components they provide, and it's connected to workflow that was built before. You can start chatting like a customer of airline, and this card is just represent of some data that agent know about this customer. So it's can be personalized per customer. Hi, what is my lawyer? So we can talk to an agent like a ChatGPT, and we have similar great interface at mobile optimized also. We can see like all the history, and yeah, agent has all this information. So in this video we reviewed AgentKit that OpenAI released recently. It includes some templates that you can use, but one of the most important parts is like Agent Builder that provides you a UI where you can build in a simple way AI workflows. And that one can be deployed to your website, and you can start improving that with evaluations that they have in out of box. Share in a comment what do you think about AgentKit and what agent are you going to build first. I'm Vlad, and see you in the next one.